Golfers, do you suffer from constantly buying new golf gloves?
All the time.
Does your golf glove get sweaty, crusty, or torn?
Over and over again.
Well, the innovative new Claw glove might be for you. The Claw will outlast, play cooler, and grip better than traditional leather gloves.
Side effects may include more greens hit, frequent visits from the cart girl, unexpected confidence, big payouts from your buddies, and in some cases, shooting your lowest round.
Golfers, it's time to expect more from your golf glove.
Don't use Claw Glove if you have a history of excuses for poor play and need to blame something besides your skill set.
God, you suck.
If you experience sudden lowering of scores, call your head golf pro and cancel that lesson.
I have the power to lower my score with Claw Glove.
Go to clawglove.com and see if Claw Glove is right for you.
Cut! It's a wrap.
Give me more Vibracore.
What are you talking about, Duffy?
I'm talking about more feel. I'm talking about more power. I'm talking about more forgiveness. I'm talking about more winning. We're talking about all new Vibracore.
Absolutely the longest and best peeling irons you'll ever hit.
We're talking about Mike Weir and Alex Chaker. You know these guys know.
Pound for pound, nothing comes close.
And welcome back to Big's Golf Talk right here on Native FM Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all your Alexa devices. And BGT, and I'm told it has to be BGT 2.0. That starts today. Big's Golf Talk is 2.0.
Oh.
Yeah, who knows? But this segment is sponsored by Tour Edge Golf, golf's most solid investment. Pound for pound. I'm trying to read a sponsor. What the hell is going on this? We have no control over this show right now.
No. Nothing comes close, by the way.
What the hell is... I get a text message from iHeartRadio. You are interrupting my sponsor. What the hell is going on? All right. What? I did read the email. All right. Read the email again. All right.
You said reread it.
Put him on. What the hell does that mean?
Uh-oh.
What the hell does that mean? Who's him? I don't see anybody there. Who's him? What? What? What the hell is going on?
Is this a cameo? I'm the 2.0.
I'm the 2.0.
I just can't. Man,
brother.
what the hell is going on? Did you know this?
There's a familiar face.
He's back.
Now we understand the evil part.
I rose from the evil. Hey,
I rose.
I didn't like you back then. I don't like you with 2.0 either.
Oh
yeah.
I did not approve of this.
That was a pleasant surprise.
Well, what happened was I've been watching the show and it's been painful.
And it's you were missing out on something that was starting to take off without you.
No.
Biggs and I, we just,
No.
you know.
No, I know. That's why it's 2.0. It's a redo. Let's start it over. It's a redo. Let's start this bad boy up.
Well,
Will the Golffather Cuevas back on Big's Golf Talk. Is it official?
It's official, man. You know what I mean? I did what I had to do. I left for my personal reasons, and there are no more personal reasons.
These were not his personal reasons. Let's make that very clear.
No. You guys were like the glue. You know, it was the other stuff that was trying to, mess that up. So I had to for my sanity, and I just wanted to spend more time with my kids. You know, I wanted to spend time with my son. You know, I had him on the other side of the country. I had my daughter in boot camp, who's still in boot camp. So, you know, I had a lot of things going on, and I chose to be with my kids. That's what I wanted. I wanted to be with my kids. I needed them as much as they needed me. And that was it. You know what I mean? I got through what I needed to get through. People might think they won. I think that I won. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, I feel lighter.
Well, I was going to say, you look refreshed. You look
yeah. Those last couple months and answering stupid questions repeatedly over and over and over and over the same thing. I think the hardest thing in life is when people accuse you of things that they're doing, you know, so they're doing it. That's why they get that mindset. It's like, oh, no, you got to be doing this because secretly I'm doing it. And they don't tell you. And then all of a sudden you find out that they're the ones that's doing it. But, you know, I look at it as it's been a long time coming. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want in life. I'm only going to say this. Don't be miserable. Don't sacrifice yourself. Live for yourself. You'll have a bigger smile on your face. So that's why it's 2.0. It
feels like I know somebody that always says that. Very weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
you gotta live for yourself.
You have to. You know what? If you're not happy, it's going to show. And honestly, I look back at some of the shows from towards the close of when I made the decision to leave, and I wasn't happy. It was because I had too many things going on, too many false accusations coming on in my personal life that I didn't like, but I opted not to defend. I didn't feel that I should defend anything that was bogus and really just a bunch of lies. So I opted not to. I took the high road, but you know, I said from the beginning, I said, whatever happened in my life, which most people don't know, God made it that way. God gave me a quick out, while most people take a lot longer. I think what God set in motion for me worked perfectly. My kids are happy. I'm happy. I get to spend a lot of time with them. And now, I decided after a while and thinking, and yes, I'll bring up therapists. I talked to a therapist and they're like, you know what? Be happy. And this show makes me happy and golf makes me happy. So I did it little. I went back to golfing. I just came back from the World Am where I competed over there in Myrtle Beach. And I got tired of hiding in the shadows. I don't have to hide in shadows anymore. I just do what I have to do. I'm going to live. I'm going to be happy. And whatever happens after that, happens after that. Everything's in place for me to be happy. And that's all I care about. The show is a big part of my life. It has been a big part of my life. And because I opted and chose for it to be a part of my life, not because of money, not because of anything, because this is what I want. This is what makes me smile. And I'm going to do it. And I'm going to give it 100%, outside of my kids. Kids still come first, but, plenty of time to do what I have to do and how I have to do it. And that's what I want to focus on.
Love it. Love it.
You two guys are stuck with me now.
Yeah.
That's the way it's going to be.
I thought we at least had another month,
No, sorry. Your time got cut short. I didn't know if I would. I didn't know I would.
I was thinking it was going to be you and I, Amanda, for the rest of the show. For
the eternity.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it would have worked, but you know what? 66% of a show is not really a show. You know what I mean?
Oh, boy.
You know what I mean? Now we reunited, and it feels so good. I'm surprised the producer didn't put that song on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I am. I'm surprised.
You know, so no, it's a good thing. Over the last couple of weeks, I've been really lucky that I got to the way everything fell out, literally when I closed the chapter in my life, literally 2 days later, it started, the next chapter 2.0 started for me. I've done a lot of good golfing. I've been blessed. I got, stuff going on with that. I talked to a lot of new people. We're going to have a lot more interviews coming. People I met in Myrtle Beach. I've been doing a lot. French Lick. I got to go to French Lick, which was also good thing. The only thing is, like, I'm not used to, like, how would you say, hiding, where I was at, what I was doing, because every time I did something, there was always like something stupid was going to come out of it. Yeah. Right. And for nothing, just because people are bitter. But now I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about other people. No, I'm going to be happy, and I am happy. I'm very happy with where life has me right now. I have the most important things in my life. I have my children, you know what I mean? And that's all I care about. That's all anybody ever should care about. You know what I mean? Your kids. Kids come first. Everything else is secondary. Money should be last in your life. So I'm doing what I got to do, and I'm happy to be back. So,
especially when it's forced to be last in your life.
Well, it is. For other people, they think that's a way of hurting people.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would tell you, it's worth the price of admission, man. Your happiness and your freedom in life is the most important thing, period. Others will drag you down. Others will make you feel less of yourself, and they don't care. You know what I mean? I couldn't do that. You know what I mean? I honestly, this is the happiest I've been in a very long time. I look at my phone. I'm not worried about what's coming, who's saying what, if this one, what questions next, what I got to file next. Nothing. I don't care, because there's nothing. There's nothing. It's me. Now it's about me and my kids, and the golf father lives. You know what I mean? Now I got to change my logo a little bit. I got to do
like it's
something.
A revamp.
Yeah, I got to revamp everything that's going on. But you know what? While everything's been going on, I could tell you, even the short break that I took, the life of doing the stuff and watching my kids do what they needed to do, that's the most important thing. You know what I mean? I got to see my son excel and grow. And my daughter, I'm very proud of what she's doing, serving, our country. And I look forward to seeing her really, really soon. So that's where my payment's at. My payment is that I get to see my kids grow and be a proud dad and do what I have to do and how I have to do it. That's all I care about. You know what I mean? The show's great, but I got God first, my kids, and then BGT. But I'm blessed that I got God and I got my kids. So BGT is going to be right up there. And I'm excited for what's coming next, because there's a lot of stuff. I made a lot of good connections over the last month or so just doing it. I just made people, met people, and I went as the golf father myself, and people were like, hey, and I'm like, yeah, hey, I mean, we know you. And I was like, yeah, you know me, and I know you. So now it's going to be cool. It really is. I got to say that the last few months, I had certain people in my life that stepped up and helped me out, and it's great. And no, folks, I wasn't drinking. I'm not a drug addict. I wasn't there. No. It's other people's everyday life situations that happen. And I opted, instead of battling, I opted to take a back seat and just bask in my kids. That's what that was the most important thing to me. My kids and my how would you say, my mental health. You know what I mean? Because even though life stuff beats you down, and you're trying to figure out why, and then it comes to a point you're like, you know what? I don't care why. I just got to push back. Right. And you know what? While people think that they might have won and they get this, nope. Money doesn't mean anything, because you see the smile on his face. I might be broke, but I'm happy. That's the only thing I care about, because you know what? I'm rich with friends. I found friends that, they stepped up big time. I got family that were friends that are now family. So I'm good. I'm ready to rock, roll, and go to this 2.0. And now I get to see the diva's face. You know what I mean? I know she missed me. She kept harassing me, and I kept dodging her. Like, wait here. Sorry, I'm shopping, woman. Leave me alone.
I said that. I need to know what time the show is.
Well, Bill, welcome back, and
Yay.
It's good to be back.
good to have you back, and everything else. You were, in all kidding aside, you were missed. So
I appreciate it.
glad you be back. Let's talk a little bit
Big step
about
away.
the World Am. You said you competed at the World Am. Amanda and I was talking a little bit about the World Am and how it's just not a tournament, but it's now become an event. You have vendors out there, and vendors have their products out there, and more of a trade show slash tournament.
It's the largest 19th hole, Biggs. That's where all the people are at. I got I bought some really neat things. I met some really neat vendors out there that were, and of course I was hoping that Mr. Robert from Squares was going to be there, but he wasn't able to attend. So I got Mr. Dave. He was there, and of course their cohort that sends us all of our emails and everything. She was there as well, so I got to talk to them. It was good. Towel Tag was there. There was a lot of people that I knew, and there was a lot of people that I didn't know. But I've been there in the past, and watching how when COVID was coming and how they canceled this, and there was no hotels and there was no this. So in my personal life where I wasn't able to go because I had to not attend. So going this year, literally, 2 days after, I closed a chapter of my life, it was perfect. I was like, you know what? I was like, thank you, God, because I got to go. I drove up with my mama and papa, and they can stay silent who mama and papa is. But it's my new home. So I got to drive up with them. We drove to Myrtle Beach. It was great. I got some people. There were people from Canada. There were people from Japan. There were people from all around the world. And you know what? Golf is the universal language. It doesn't matter what language you speak. When you talk golf, everybody was happy. And Biggs, what I saw, which I really, really, really like, I have never, ever seen that many women assembled on golf courses, inside of arena, doing the awards ever. I believe the numbers was like 3,400 golfers. And there was well over 1,000 women golfers. I think it was almost evenly split. And it was great to see. And it wasn't just the young ones. It was the old ones. It was all ages golf, it doesn't matter how old you are. If you have that passion in your heart, you can be on that golf course. And that's what we needed. That's what I needed. I needed to see that, golf, I said, 14 years ago when Mizuno picked me up and said, you know what, you're going to play famously. And they said, why do you want to golf? And I said, golf saved my life. It got me out of the house. It mentally fixed me. And it mentally fixed me now. It's what I need. It's the one thing that was taken away, that I wasn't able to do the way that I wanted to do. And now I got it back. There's no limitations. I can golf when I want to golf. I can go on a trip when I want to go on a trip. I can go with Big's Golf Talk. I can go the Golf Father. I can go anywhere I want to go. And nobody's, no, you can't do that. Oh, no, argue. No, I don't have to worry about nothing. I get to be me. And doing those things, I'll tell you, Biggs, next year, you got to go. Amanda, you're a pro, so step off, woman. But, it's a great event. And what I loved about it, besides the fact that there was an enormous amount of women, there was a lot of people shopping, a lot of people supporting. Every golf course, we golf 4 golf courses. And there's a golf course called the Shaftesbury. Oh, my God, Biggs, it was my favorite course. I shot my lowest round of the 4. It was amazing. The golf course, we did barefoot, the Fazio. That thing ate me up.
Oh, I was going to say that design.
Oh, that design. Let me tell you, Papa came down to my division and I went to his handicap. Because that's how it goes. So, like, if me and Biggs wanted to golf together because we had like one car, they'll do it. But me and Biggs are more age-wise and handicap-wise. So it would be perfect. But Papa is a much better golfer, but he's older. Right. So he came down. I went up. to his handicap, which is a published 8. So I was all as low as a 6 because every day your handicap changed by the golf course. There was guys that were legit 8 handicap. They were shooting over 100 on the Fazio.
I believe it. I 100% believe it.
There were par 4s that were almost 500 yards. And
and his design is meant to
hurt
always. But like you don't really see it coming.
Nope. No.
And when you think
you
you've got a handle.
Oh yeah, he thought about that. He thought about you thinking that you got something handled just before he crushed your heart and your hopes.
Yeah, well, and then you kind of go down the rabbit hole on his style of golf course. You do you get into a little bit of trouble, which leads to 3 more into troubles.
Oh yeah, and I am proud to say that I shot over 100. So, but I beat a lot of those 8 handicappers, which made me happy. I looked at the positive side. I was like, yeah. I know in years past, the biggest thing that I heard out there, and I know we're running short of time, one of the biggest things that we heard out there, and we're going to have them on later on and get more about information about it. People were talking about how do you defeat the sandbaggers? How do you defeat the people that are doing this? Well, they've always had this thing in place that they monitor your handicap. If you shoot a great round, hey, everybody in there, you can see what their gross is as opposed to their net, what their handicap is. And I saw the victims, you know what I mean? And I played with one. I played with a guy that I was like, there's no way. I was like, how? And I actually sat next to him and I'm like, no, this can't. I say, no, that okay. And at the end of the day, I was like, okay, maybe he had a good round. But that next morning, I guess that good round, he got exit stage left because the name didn't exist anymore. There was no name on the leaderboard. There was no name in the top 50. There was no name anywhere to be found. So that a lot of people were happy with that. They were proud of that. People talk, in listening to those people talk, they loved the fact that everything was being monitored. It was being done fairly. Everybody could have a good round or 2 good rounds. But if you're knocking out some crazy stuff that nobody else can.
Well, that's the thing. Like a 10 handicap is not shooting 68. I don't care. I don't care. You could have the best day of your life. You're not shooting 68, period, on that style of golf course.
No, there's no way. And then we had rain. We had bad rain. For 2 days, we had bad rain, cart path only. So the rounds took a little bit long. But, honestly, this year, they did not feel like they were 6-hour rounds. They actually felt like they were 4.5, 5-hour rounds. The pace of play was amazing, the way they did it. So nobody complained about how long it was taking. Yeah, we were wet, but it was safe. You know what I mean? But we could talk more about it at another time. But, Myrtle Beach, we're looking forward to having them on, getting a recap, and looking forward to next year already.
Sounds good. Bill, welcome back. I guess it will be you and I in second hour.
Yeah, Billy's back.
Awesome. Encore Golf and Bill the Golffather Cuevas returning, and some more talk about the World M as we have something from ProTag and much, much more here on Big's Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this.